minutes now. They work their way back onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that.
Subjects, tendency breakers, or counters, as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Martellus Bennett, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play. Well, after what we just saw, we know that with 3rd down coming up, this is not a gimme for the offense. They've got to figure out what they want to do. Do they challenge their offensive line and try and run it? Or do they go ahead and concede that this is a tough defense to put it in the air?
Now Brady. He's got time. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Derek Wolfe coming in to drop it for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Ryan Allen now as he's on to punt for the first. But how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. A whole bevy of Patriots there that time to bring him down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defense fans, they're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Simeon now to throw. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Now Anderson, and he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
In the backfield is Anderson. He's going to get the football. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Here's Simeon. Got a man. He finds Sanders. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. And this hasn't been the typical game, no doubt, for Emmanuel Sanders. They've really limited him.
He's one of those players that provides a real spark when he gets going. And when he does it, it's felt by the rest of the team, and they're feeling it in this one because right now they're trailing.
On first down, it's Simeon. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Simeon, screen play, Anderson. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down. And McManus able to put it through, and that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. A decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they do inch a bit closer.
Yeah, still lots of time to go in this one. Take the points, move on, and let your defense try to get the ball back.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The reigning Super Bowl MVP, Von Miller, in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Back now at the home of the champs, Sports Authority Field in Denver. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Brady to throw on second down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, T.J. Ward. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And coming out now, the Broncos. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Another tote here for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Anderson. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Here's Anderson. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They'll try the air now with Simeon. And he fires one incomplete. C.J. Anderson, the intended target. And it's 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Simeon. And he fires one, but incomplete. So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs.
Costly mistake for the offense. They now face 17 yards to go on 3rd down. 3rd and long. It's Simeon. That's caught. It's Thomas. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the right hash here. Should be an easy one. And McManus able to put it through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch right down the pipe, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
And he didn't leave much doubt there, did he? Good snap, good hold, and that one was dead center.
This will be taken very short. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And got his man complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
Brady now on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The new acquisition, Martellus Bennett, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
You ever notice that when Tom Brady does get hit and drop to the ground, there's some guys back to him pretty quickly to check on his health, aren't there?
That's exactly right. For as much as he throws, doesn't take a lot of square shots, but took one there.
He's really smart in the pocket, isn't he? Even out of the pocket. He understands where the pressure is coming from. He senses people. You're exactly right. Doesn't take too many direct ones. But that one had to hurt.
It's Floyd on the right. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They get the completed pass, but still have more to go here on 3rd down. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he's got Bennett. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
On first down, Brady. Finding time. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Martellus Bennett with his first touchdown in a Patriot uniform. And the Patriots have taken the lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post, that's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. On second down, here's Simeon. Green's got it over the middle. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Around 2 minutes to go, and if the D can hold them, that'll end this one.
We always think about the offense attacking. In this case, I'm looking for the defense to do the same.
From the gun on third, Simeon. And this is going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Benny Fowler that time. Now fourth down.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down.
Here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Desperation time for Simeon on fourth. A dump off to Anderson. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
He'll look to throw. Screen play, Anderson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. And now they're in the hurry-up. Carry number 20 coming up for Anderson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So it'll be first down here after the run.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
He's back to throw. He goes underneath for Anderson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
All right, now look at 56.
They'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the fourth quarter, and they got a big one.
Yeah, it's such a close game, a very big one. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Back to throw. And this is caught. Demaryius Thomas. 22 yards on the pickup there. And on fourth and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Back to throw. And caught right side, Green. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. They'll come out in the pistol.
3-19.
Simeon now to throw. Pass incomplete.
That's just flat out a terrific play because it's rare that you see a hitch route batted down. That means someone read that one really well and was right on the spot when the ball got to the receiver.
Now it's Simeon. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Demaryius Thomas with time running out. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. And no sweat. He puts it through. And we are tied here in the fourth. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And the kickoff sails out of bounds, and that's going to be a penalty.
You can see the looks on the faces of the rest of the team. You have one job to do. Just kick the ball and play.
Well, that's exactly right, Charles. The kicker, this is just inexcusable.
Absolutely inexcusable. Everyone out there slugging it out for the entire game. Execute your job.
To throw is Brady. He's got time in the pocket. And over the middle to the tight end, Bennett. A gain of 6 there on first. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Now Brady. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. We've got a 3rd and 11.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Wait, 20.
Back to throw, Brady. Caught, left side, Bennett. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half. And look at this, another fake. And he's going to let it go deep. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. First throw of overtime for Brady. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be third down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. They go play action for White. Now it's Brady surveying the field. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Vance Walker, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. The Pats do snap it. It's Brady. And Amendola with a catch. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And some courage there. Your side of the field in overtime first drive. Going for it. Wow, they got it, though.
Sometimes you have the feel that whether you turn it over on your side of the field or you punt it away to them and give them the ball, you're not going to be able to stop them anyway. They decided to gamble on themselves, and that was a big pickup.
So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag. The penalty really backs up the offense here on first down. Now 20 yards to go. From the gun, it's Brady. He's going to air one out. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Brady to throw on second down. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Vance Walker in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. And they're going to go soft on the corners.
Let's go, let's go. Easy.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Brady going to go on 4th down. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. So the Broncos coming out now. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done. Now part 2.
No, Jack, Patriot!
And quickly they get to the line. Again, Anderson. And a short gain down to about the 33. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
So the offense needing 4 yards. It's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd, Simeon. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. 2 minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this. Okay, so interesting here. A field goal would win this thing, but the kicking team on the sideline, and they're going for it on 4th down. They snap it to Simeon. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. Neither team scored yet. Now we go to sudden death. Next points win this game.
How about the tension right now? It is ratcheted up, isn't it? I mean, now whatever happens, points are scored. That's your ball game. Can't wait to see the defense now. Do they get a little more aggressive in order to not let the team just drive the ball easily down the field?
Got to be careful, though, right?
Yeah, if you're too aggressive, you just give up something easy and cheap. But some defensive coordinators, they'd rather take a stand that way as opposed to being nickel and dime down the field.
Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Brady gives now to Blunt. And some room to roam now, as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Second down following the run. They'll run again with Blunt. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll be left with just one remaining here in OT.
Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, T.J. Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Second down following the incompletion.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Second and 10, Simeon again. The catch is made, Benny Fowler. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Set. 3-19. Detroit.
On first down, Simeon. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be taken down deep into Patriot territory. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here in overtime, and we'll be back. So this thing rests on the shoulders of Brandon McManus. This to win it in overtime. Oh, that's offline. He hooked it. It's no good, and we will play on here in overtime. So possible disaster there. It's an empty possession, and there's no worse time to have an empty possession than the first drive of overtime.
Yeah, and remember the situation now, Brandon. It's sudden death from here on out. You can bet he's begging for a chance to redeem himself. But the question now is, will that chance ever come?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Screen pass to Blunt. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that will be their 3rd and final in this overtime session. And as they talk it over, we take a break. We'll be right back. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. He's got time. And his throw here's incomplete. Well, how about this? The very, very rare tie that we just witnessed. Hard to believe.
You don't see it very often. A bonus period of football, yet both teams go home a little bit unsatisfied.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, everyone, as we say so long from Denver.
Going down and the weekend's here. Save my soul. I can feel it coming, troubles in the air. Oh my Lord, the light is going